in my mind, like, I thought it was colic.
That's when Amy noticed her baby's ankle was getting more swollen by the minute. 7-week-old Katie had just come back from the sitters. Amy reached out for an explanation.
I said, it looks swollen. What happened? And she just said, I don't know. Look, it looks fine.
Amy, who has 4 children, knew this required a doctor. It was Easter weekend, so she went right to Emerge. Nothing could have prepared Amy for what was about to happen.
The police and Children's Aid came. The police didn't tell me until I got to the station that she had 4 broken bones in her, and my heart sank. I remember sitting there just like in shock, like, how?
Children's Aid immediately took baby Katie and her 2 siblings, both under 5, out of Amy's care and sent them to stay with family.
How long were your kids taken away from you?
7 weeks.
7 weeks without your children?
7 weeks. I had to go visit my kids in a CAS building, and my daughter's autistic and being trapped in this little room with her mom. It wasn't fair.
After weeks of investigation, police made an arrest. Not Amy, but her children's trusted babysitter. 45-year-old Shelley Cusick was charged with aggravated assault.
And you totally trusted this woman?
Completely trusted her, 100%. Like, sweet, sweet lady.
And this is where the story takes another shocking twist.
How did you find out about her past?
I found out through a friend of mine who does some legal work, Googled her, and found this article and read the whole thing to me. And I was just in shock. I was like, wow.
A news story from 20 years ago. Another family with a much worse fate. In that investigation, Shelley Cusick wasn't just the babysitter. She was 15-month-old Tristan Took's godmother.
Obviously, he was alone with Shelley and blunt force was applied to him. He suffered multiple fractures to the skull.
Staff Sergeant Stephen Hreb headed up the investigation back then. He now heads up the Victims' Crimes Unit in Hamilton. So how did he feel seeing Shelley Cusick's name pop up in his case files once again?
I wasn't surprised. I thought that we'd be hearing from her earlier, or about her earlier.
Shelley Cusick was charged with second-degree murder in Tristan's death, but, and we must stress this, she was acquitted by a jury of her peers. And a pathologist you've probably heard of testified for the defense.
He was supposedly the most esteemed expert in Canada, or so we were told or led to believe.
His name, Dr. Charles Smith.